What's up, y'all? It's Red coming back at you again with another action figure video review. And today we're going to be talking about the brand new Transformers Studio Series 86 Deluxe Class Bumblebee. And yeah, let's get right into it. This dude's awesome. Probably the best G1 Bumblebee figure that you can get a hold of for, the deluxe price point. Chug scale and everything. So he's really good. Really good. Weapon can plug onto the back here. Little tab. He's painted really well. The rims, tail lights, bumper to bumper paint. Headlights. It's all good. Only blemish I have is right here by the front windshield. Most likely because of the windowless packaging. If we're being real, because his chest is just kind of out there. So yeah, he's rocking the Autobot logo right here on the front hood that was on the cartoon sometimes, and then he's got the roof one that'll be on his chest later. So yeah, he rolls pretty good on those nice pinned wheels. It's a shame that pinned wheels are not, standard anymore. They're a nice little extra on, smaller scale figures that can afford the budget to do so, or, it is what it is, living in the 20s and being a collector. So, yeah. I was going to transform this dude. Just going to pop the rear section down like so. Then we're going to take the front here and just kind of start pulling it out like that. And then these hinges are going to start folding away. That logo will disappear. So that way it's not on his foot in robot mode, which I truly appreciate. Something that we hadn't seen on this scale and price point yet. So it looks really cool when it disappears. So then you just kind of fold waist section like so. Then you come around here and you fold these little gray sections down inside the feetums and fold these down. You kind of flip the doors forward. Just kind of hold on to this right here while you snap that into place. I'll show that better on this one. So you just hold on to that. I'll fold this out first. Hold on right here, and then pull the door in and snap that into place. Because sometimes if you don't hold it, it'll kind of push it down when you're trying to snap it in. But once it's in, it's really well locked in. So that's because that's kind of like basically the base of the bottom of his foot. So that way his wheel isn't rolling around while you're trying to pose him. So yeah. Then next thing you're gonna do is kind of butterfly these joints out and rotate these down, and then they will come back and snap into place here with a little peg and tab. Same thing on the other side. Snap in, and then you'll open up the chest and start to pull the backpack down, and it'll lock into place right here on these little tabs and slots. Then you'll fold the head up here and close the chest, and bing bang boom, you've got the Bumblebee boy ready for some action. So yeah, this dude's really cool. He's got pretty good articulation. He's got upward head a little bit. It's on a ball joint, and then you get a little bit down. You can kind of fudge more down out of this hinge here. So if you're doing like kind of a downward or upward angle, you can kind of have him peeking over his chest. So I don't see there's not a lot of other characters that are going to be smaller than Bumblebee that will be looking down that far, but you can do it if you want to. Shoulders are on ball joints, and so they can T-pose out all the way around. They just act like universals, but they also have a little bit of play in the joint, so you can kind of not really butterfly, but you can kind of angle the shoulder every which way if you want. Mushroom peg swivel for the bicep. Single jointed elbow hinge gets you about 90 degrees, which is pretty good. Wrist rotation on a nice little mushroom peg there. It's real solid, real good. We don't always get wrist swivels on deluxe class figures, so it's really nice getting them on a smaller dude like this, since they have the extra budget. Waist swivel, just on a mushroom peg right in there, so that works pretty good. Sometimes If you don't have the backpack quite situated right, it'll kind of knock it out. But once you get it locked in properly, it'll stay in. Universal hips, so you can do the full splits to the side and front and back. Then thigh swivel, single jointed knee with a slight detent in it, just to kind of snap it into place for robot mode, so that way you don't accidentally just break his knee constantly for the transformation joint. Got nice little ankle tilts and rockers uh, that go down like so for different walking and running poses. And this guy can definitely do some really good walking and running poses because he's pretty well balanced. You can get him on one foot, so that's pretty good. So yeah, this dude's got some crazy good posability for a mini bot. Boy, he's real solid. He holds his gun just fine on a 5mm. It is also blast effect compatible, so you can have him do the pew pews. Looks real good, real nice. So yeah, let's jump into some comparisons with some other figures. For starters, let's look at him next to a couple other bumblebees. I don't know why I call them bumbles. Here he is next to my favorite deluxe class Bumblebee figure, the Legacy animated figure. And these guys are like neck and neck for my favorite Bumblebee currently. They both look so good and pose so well, and they're just going for different things. They have different vibes, so they're they have their places for sure, because this is the G1 boy, and this is I mean, it's animated, but it's also just far enough frame animated that I feel like you could use him in a chug display. Here he is with the previous hotness that a lot of people had as their G1 chug scale Bumblebee, and that is the Netflix one, the Walmart exclusive from 2020. God, that was a long time ago. Or was it 2021? Goodness, I don't even remember. I think it was 2021. But yeah, here he is next to him. And they're going for different stuff. These two, they can occupy different shelves if you have them both or still want the new one. They're different enough that I still think this guy's a lot better. I mean, he doesn't have the basically useless parts forming. Like it adds nothing. The parts forming adds nothing to this guy. Because it doesn't even look like a shield like they're acting like it should be, but it is what it is. He's also got a very different, like, warmer tint of yellow. Definitely more of a macaroni and cheese yellow than the more traditional lemony yellow that we normally see Bumblebee in the show. So there's that. Um, I definitely think it's kind of a licensing thing, because here's the KO MP version 1 Bumblebee, and these guys tend to have that more Kraft macaroni and cheese yellow, and these guys, like other Bumblebees, tend to lean toward a more cool lemony yellow. So I think it's a licensing thing with Volkswagen that they won't let the Volkswagen look that bright for some reason. I don't know. It's weird, but let's move these guys out of the way. Get into some other comparisons. Here's some other figures you'll probably display him with. Some other mini bots. Here he is with Gears, one of my other favorite deluxes from this year. Here he is with Cliff Jumper. Let's kind of straighten that out. And yeah, they're all looking good together. I hope we get a new Cliff Jumper based on this mold, just because he's just ever so slightly taller than Cliff Jumper, and it looks kind of weird to me. I think like it's just slight enough. I don't know, man. I don't know. It looks a little funky, but they look good together for now. Here's with another mini bot. Here's Pipes, and that looks good. Looks real good with other mini bots. Here he is with Spike. This is the KOMP accessory figure. So there he is with Spike and Exosuit. I don't have the core class one yet. I just don't want to pay more than retail for one, and I haven't seen him out in the wild really. Um, Not that that's an older figure now, so it is what it is. I might get one eventually, but for now, this guy does the job just fine, standing on the shelf next to B and everybody. So looks good. Gonna get these dudes out the way. Here he is next to a more average sized deluxe figure. It's an older deluxe, but this is still like standard scale. He's still about the same height as like Siege Sideswipe and stuff. But here he is with the old school Universe Hound from 2009. Love that thing. Still my favorite Hound figure. I don't really see them doing one that I like more aesthetically than this guy. So he is still my kind of definitive stand-in for that character, and he looks good. Next to that kind of scale deluxe, here he is with the main man himself, Earthrise Prime. Probably soon to be replaced for a lot of people with the Commander figure coming out. I'm definitely getting that Commander figure. I've got one on pre-order, but I don't know if he'll replace this guy on my main Chug shelf. I still think he's a little too tall, but I also thought that about Ultra Magnus, and the Studio Series Magnus has definitely replaced every other Ultra Magnus in my collection. So I don't know. It doesn't really matter to me, even if I don't use it in my main display with my other Autobots, because I just love Optimus Prime toys. I have a million of them, figuratively, but I probably do have close to, I don't know, maybe 50 different Optimus Primes. I don't know. I have a lot of Optimus Primes. I love them. I love Optimus Prime. So that's how he looks with that one. Here he is next to Studio Series 86 Frenzy, because he is the red one. And next to Siege Starscream, the best Starscream figure, and I will fight people over that. Catch me outside of school at 3 o'clock, and we'll fist fight and argue about why Siege Starscream is better than every other modern G1 Starscream. But yeah, so he looks real good next to a lot of different figures, and he scales really well with modern Chug. I really love this thing. So it's just it is the best G1 Bumblebee I think you could probably get at the moment of recording. Like the Masterpiece, like the newest Masterpiece, looks funky. It's just very panely, pancakey, and overcomplicated for the sake of it. And this dude is just nice. He transforms back and forth, just fine to, the alt mode he's supposed to be. And he looks great. He's got good colors. Honestly, the only thing that I would change on this dude would maybe be the head. Just because I don't really care for the more frowny expression that's on him right now. It's a little too serious for Bumblebee. Like, I get neutral expressions are good for display purposes and whatnot, but I'm more a fan of characterful expressions, nowadays, like on, any figure that I collect. Like, if a character is supposed to look stoic, that's fine for them to have like a blank face, but more often than not, like, Bumblebee's the party boy. He's the good time fella. He's going to the arcade with Spike and Carly. He's grinning. He's happy. And I know even in 86, like, even though he was more serious for a couple of moments, he was still, like, when he thought he blew up Unicron, he was, like, high-fiving Spike and, all smiles. So, I hope at some point we get a version of this dude with an alternate head, or maybe Hasbro does what they did with, like, the Centurion whatever guard figure that was, like, the Brunt repaint, and we just get some accessories. I hope we get an alt head for this figure somehow. I mean, or maybe third-party 3D printed stuff. It'd be cool just to kind of have a more smiley Bumbleboy, because he's the good time buddy. He's the happy friend. So I kind of want a head that reflects that. But it is what it is. This is still solid, like, 9 out of 10 figure. Love this dude to death. He still poses like a champ and looks good doing just about anything, he's still the good time boy. At the end of the day, we love Bumblebee. You know, I've always been a big fan of Bumblebee, um, ever since I was a kid. So yeah, looks great. Definitely recommend this dude for retail. And if he is part of like that kind of evergreen wave of deluxes that Hasbro is saying they're gonna restock constantly for like a year, it'll be good that everybody will have a chance at this figure because he is the best G1 Bumblebee, and I really hope that everybody gets a chance at this guy in one way or another. um, for retail or less. I managed to get this dude at Target while they had a sale on Transformers figures. I think every Transformers toy was 15% off, so I got him for like 21 instead of 25. And if you manage to find this dude at Walmart, like all of their deluxes are retailing for 19.99 at Walmart right now. So, yeah, if you can get this dude for a little bit cheaper, or if you got some GameStop points and are able to order him on there, like, yeah, like this is more than acceptable for retail and definitely uh, good on a bargain. So, yeah, you guys chill out, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Let's all be grown adults who buy toys together and spread positivity. Do something nice for a stranger. You know, it costs nothing to be kind and positive. So why not spread the love? Take care of yourselves. Peace.